This conference will now be recorded.
And I'm going to turn my camera off. Oops, I hit the wrong button. There we go. And here we go. And we're going to go ahead and get started. So if you want to unmute yourself and ask a question, or if you have a comment, feel free. But we're going to go ahead and get started. So what's a virtual lupus walk? We have gotten that question so many times, and Charles, I think, can testify that when COVID first started and we realized that it wasn't safe to hold our live walks, we too wanted to know what a virtual lupus walk was. So the learning curve is great. But the thing is, the walks are such warm, family-friendly, fun activities that really introduce us to a lot of people in the lupus community, and more importantly, introduce the lupus community to each other. We didn't want to not host a walk, so we decided we would do this virtually. So what is a virtual walk? And here we go. Virtual walk is a safe way to show support and celebrate the lupus community while raising funds to support the LSI's mission. So a lot of the features are still the same. Like with our Illinois lupus walks, we have a specific day, location, and time. They're 1 or 3 miles long. Team t-shirt contest is a standard. Incentive prizes, tents, and fun, right? And so with the virtual walk, what we have, you can pick any day, place, or time. You can walk any distance that you want. There is still a team t-shirt contest. There are still incentive prizes. We now have activities and prizes, and there's still a lot of fun. So there's still a lot of similarities between the two. And how can you walk virtually? So this is going to be a very embarrassing video for me, but this is how much I care about you. I'm going to go ahead and show you what I did just yesterday with my phone in terms of walking around. So
walking for lupus, how do we do it this year? There are so many different ways. You can walk without a mask in the sunshine if no one's around you to be safe. You can walk with a mask down by the river in Chicago. You can walk in an urban neighborhood. You can walk in the shadow of a great building. You can walk in the courtyard of your building with your dog looking at you like you're crazy. You can walk up the stairs and you can walk down the stairs, and you can walk laps. This is just a track near my building, and I'm going 20 times my normal speed, which is pretty funny. The bottom line is there's no wrong way you can walk for lupus, and we really hope you will.
Yeah, so a little embarrassing, but that's the truth. And that was all just in one day. So you can walk alone, or you can walk with people that you are self-quarantining with. You can walk with your friends wearing masks and social distancing. You can walk with your dog. You can walk every day. You can walk once a week, once a month. You can walk 1 block, 1 mile, your neighborhood, a track, the lakefront. Just as long as it's safe, that's the only rule that we really have. My mom registered a while ago, and she walks about 2 miles a day. And she's like, you know what, I'll walk 2 miles a day for the entire month of August to celebrate the virtual lupus walk. And I was like, oh, that's great, Mom. So really, the sky's the limit, however you want to do it. The one thing that we do ask is that you share it with us. If you have access to social media, then, you know, post and share how you're celebrating the month. If you have any progress reports or anything like that, we encourage you to post those as well. And we do have some fun contests we'll talk about in just a minute. Does anyone have any questions or any ideas or thoughts or anything? Okay.
Yeah, Mary, you can share videos as well as pictures.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
Okay.
and we're going to talk about the different contests that we have as well. So we have 4 contests. You can share that on social media. We'll go through. We just ask that you include a hashtag, and we have some incentives to help you do that. But really, however you want to decide it, like I think Anita Bonilla, who actually, I'm just going to out her, she's on the call. She called me early on and she's like, can I say I'm going to walk 1 mile a day? And I was like, you can say you're going to walk 1 mile a day. And she's like, can I ask people to sponsor me per mile? And I was like, you can absolutely ask people to sponsor you. Like literally the sky's the limit. However you want to use the walk to have fun, to share it with your lupus community and to build awareness about lupus. Because remember, the walks not only are they a fundraiser, but they're a great way to share information about lupus. Okay, any other thoughts or questions or comments?
This is Elaine. I am walking 3 miles for each $25 that was contributed to me. And I've told some of the people, I haven't told everyone. And those that I told said, you know, just let them know the day I'm walking for them. So it's like walking, and on one day I may say, okay, this day is for so-and-so. And then I contact them on that day that I walked for them.
That's awesome. That's great. That's a great idea. 3 miles, did you say?
Yes.
For every $25. Nice
For every
deal.
$25 that each person. So one person already told her, she gave me $50. So I told you, you got 6 miles coming.
That's awesome. Good for you.
Yeah,
That's a
good.
lot of Tylenol, Elaine.
That's right. I need the exercise. It's my motivation to get out and get
So
moving.
do I.
Marna, how are
Right,
you?
you do something every day. That's a good idea.
That is a good idea. All right, great. And then why? There we go. So we still have the incentives from last year. So when you raise $100, you receive the LSI tote. If you raise $300, you get the tote plus the water bottle. $600 is the tote, the water bottle, and the Bluetooth speaker. And then the $1,000, it's the tote, the bottle, the speaker, and a really cool hooded windbreaker with the LSI logo on it. They're very nice. So those are the same as last year. And then the teams this year, raising 2,500 plus will win a top team t-shirt for the team captain. And that's standard. We did that last year. Teams raising 5,000 or more, typically when we have a live event, they get a tent. But this year, since we don't actually have tents, we're offering them a virtual party. So there'll be a top team virtual party, and them and their team members will be invited. And then teams raising $7,500 or more get their own individual team virtual party. So those are the incentives that we have for this year. Any thoughts or comments? Just shout them out. So now Charles was alluding to this about the contests, and we have 4 large contests. And if you're going to bear with me, I am no technological genius, but I'm going to try and go to the walk site. Oops, why is this not working? There we go. Okay, so we have 4 contests, and they are virtual, obviously, because everything is virtual. And it's a team t-shirt video contest, a vintage photo contest, team relay contest, which is a video contest, and then a team t-shirt photo contest. So this is the team relay video, and it's really nice. Voting is going to take place for the entire month of August. This is the application. And this is what the contest page. So this is actually a video that I put together just as an example. And people can vote. You can use the social media icons to share that you voted. Voters do not have to be registered to vote. They will have to share their email address just so we can track it. People can vote for once a day per contest, but they can vote every day, once a day for the entire month. So these are they're really fun. So this is a video one. I'm actually going to play this video again in a little bit. And then we have some photo ones as well. So that's new this year. And then the rules for the contests are just to complete a brief application. Everybody who's in the video or the photo needs to be registered. You can submit multiple videos or photos for each contest, and the winner is going to be announced on, we're having a party on September 5th virtually. It's going to be FaceTime live, and we're going to announce all the winners of the contest at that time. And so pretty basic rules. And then the winner gets the Homedics Therapy Shiatsu massage cushion with heat, which looks pretty nice.
Whoa.
I don't know what you guys think about it. Pretty snazzy, huh?
Yeah.
So again, you can access the contest through our webpage. We'll also have access to it on our registered walk participant emails as well that go out. And we are really excited about it. We think it's going to be really, really fun. Any questions about the 4 big contests?
So once a person registers, and you said you could submit multiple videos or photos,
Uh-huh.
they just pay the registration fee once, and they just could submit as many times as they want, right?
Correct. Yeah,
Okay.
and the number one concern about making sure that everybody in the photo and video is registered is because they sign a waiver when they register. So we don't want anyone in the video who doesn't know they're in the video. Do you know what I mean? We're not looking to make it like an inadvertent celebrity. We want to make sure that everybody is aware. So that's the number one thing. But yes, you don't have to register multiple times. You just have to register the one time, and then all the contests open up to you. That's
And
a
then
great question.
you're going to that website that you show in your presentation to submit the video and the picture?
Yes. So here's this is the
submit.
gallery.
Okay.
This
I
is
see
where
it.
yeah, and then when you submit, you just click this,
Yeah.
and then it gets submitted, and you'll get an email saying that it was submitted, and then we on our side have to approve so that nothing,
Right.
shady. But it's really just like 5 or 6 questions, and then you're good to go.
Okay.
Okay. And then here, this is an example, like people think, oh, you have to submit a video. It does not have to be fancy. And here's yet another example of how much I care. So this is one I did today as well. So this is me. You start with one person, you go to another, that's my mom. Thumbs up are big. And then there's my dog. So everybody got in on the fun and the action. So it does not have to be fancy. You can put as many participants as possible. One thing you could do is, because I know people are spread out all around the country, so you can videotape yourself walking here. Then you can have your brother in California send you a video of them walking. Somebody in Wisconsin can send, and you can just put them all together, and then that's the relay. It doesn't have to be on a track, although it could be. It doesn't have to be everybody together. If you're all quarantining together like a family, that doesn't have to be the case. Just have fun with it. I think that's really what we're looking for. Okay, any questions?
How are you connecting the videos together?
Like this. So if you have an iPhone, you can do it through iMovie on your iPhone. You can also do, if we have time, I'll go through, Tori helped me with this, but I created a movie on PowerPoint, and you can just save it as an MP4 and upload it to, first you have to upload it either to Facebook or YouTube, and then include the link. And if we have time, I'll show you guys that as well. But it's very straightforward. There's a lot of different ways you can create a video. You can also just create, I think in Facebook, if you want to take just still pictures and put them together in a slideshow, and I think Facebook even will just add music, and you can save that as an MP3 and then submit that. Like, it does not have to be fancy at all. It just needs to be fun. It needs to be about what you're doing and how you're doing it with the people that you care about. And then you just get the votes, you know? But that's a great question. And then this next slide, these are just some of my personal favorite pictures from last year, from the walks. All of these would be great submissions for the vintage photo contest, because vintage really just means past. So really any photo that you have that you care about from a previous walk would be wonderful to submit. I think that's going to be a really fun one.
And then you're just putting them into a collage thing and then
No,
submitting
you'll
it
have, so that also, just like the video, is also, there'll be photos instead of videos like you saw.
Mhm.
Let's see if I can pull it up relatively quickly. I think this one has some pictures. These are just pictures that I put up so that we could see it. So you'll just submit it, and then it'll show up here. And then again, people can vote once a day per contest. And then you can share, once you've voted, you can share that you voted for this photo, and then it'll bring people to that page, right? So it's a totally, you know, fully functioning web page, these contests. I'm very excited about it. But all of these pictures would be great. So I'm sure you guys have great ones too. So just keep it in mind, pull out a couple and make sure that you apply for that. So then, yes, again, the great thing with the contest is you can share it to social media. You can Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, everything. Ask everyone to vote. And again, voters do not need to be registered. We'll ask for their email just to make sure that they don't vote 400 times in one day for you. But they can vote once a day for the entire month for you, you know? So that's that plan. Any questions or thoughts? Or Mari, I know you had an idea for a video, didn't you?
For a video? No, because I don't even know how the heck these videos are gonna do.
So I thought you were gonna use your, you were gonna record your.
Oh, yeah, but shh, that's supposed to be a secret.
Oh.
I'm sorry. Sorry, Mari. I thought you.
I know she didn't want to share.
I thought you were gonna share. I should have kept my mouth shut. Anyway, so stay tuned. Wink, wink. For that coming soon. So next up, so we also have some fun activities throughout the month. And most of them, we'll get to the subjects in a minute, but they're all just going to be post your photo or video to social media using the appropriate hashtag. And then everyone who posts something, it'll be like a drawing, it'll be like a raffle. Everyone will get one entry per post into the hat, and then the winner will be drawn from those entries. And the winner will get a $50 gift card to Meijer or Target, which I think is pretty nice because who can't use $50 at Meijer or Target? So we have 4 different activities. The first is to share an Illinois Lupus Walk story. And the story can be from this year's virtual Lupus Walk or any Illinois Lupus Walk from the past 20 years. Just email the story to info@lupusil.org or post it to social media with the hashtag LSI Lupus Walk Stories, and you'll be entered to win. And share the fundraising page as well, and share I Walk for Lupus hashtag. And a picture of the I Am Walking For sticker with LSI Walking for Lupus hashtag, and the Lupus Awareness Safety Mask Contest, which I think could be really fun. Just everyone's got to wear these safety masks, so turn it into some kind of a lupus awareness, and really, again, creativity is key. And use the LSI Awareness-Based Mask hashtag, and everyone who enters will be entered for the drawing to win a $50 gift card. And here are some examples of that, of some of the different pictures that you can do. This is my dog today, who I dressed up like a nut. And then Diane actually submitted this one. I really like that one a lot. But all of these pictures are something you can use either for the vintage photo or for one of the contests we just talked through. Okay, any questions or ideas? All right, great. So we'll also have weekly contests as well. We just did a contest not too long ago of getting 5 donations or more, and everyone who got in a certain amount of time, and everyone who got 5 donations received a wristband, a surprise. And then the person who received the most, which was Donna Emery, she got a $25 gift card from Target. So once you register to walk, you'll be on our registered walker email list, and all those contests will be included in that as well. Okay, so stay tuned for those emails. All right, and then again, all the winners will be announced at the wrap-up party, which is on September 5th. And we're still putting the details of that together, but it'll only be like an hour to 2 hours. And obviously with social distancing guidelines, there'll only be a handful of people there, but again, it will be streamed live. And we'll go through all the different winners. We might have a word from a couple of our sponsors. We'll go through the top teams. We'll go through some of the video and photo submissions. And all in all, I think it'll be a really good cap off to a whole month of fun activities. Does anyone have any questions or any ideas or thoughts?
I think I'll have to make a custom lupus mask now for my photo.
Yes, I know. Well, I'm going to have to do that as well. I did not have time, but really the fun thing about these videos is once you get started, it's really easy to kind of come up with other ideas on how you want to get it done. I think you can really be creative with it. And just to show you, well, I'm just wondering if I should show you how to enter one of the videos for the contest, or I can just show you the video that Tori and I created on PowerPoint to show you.
Oh, okay, yeah. Let me see that.
This is
Mary,
the one. Yes.
you were saying that about making the video, and you mentioned iPhone. I have an Android. Would I be
Okay.
able to do that too on an Android?
You know, I imagine you can, but I don't know Androids as well. But do you have the video function on your photo on your Android?
Video, what would it be called? Video what?
So when on an iPhone, when you take a picture, you can take a picture or a panoramic or a square
Yes.
or a video. So
Yes.
if you could take a video, then I'd imagine you'd be able to edit it in the same, just because the technology is also similar. But the next time I see you, or I'll try and do some research into Androids to find out how to do that.
Okay, because my walk is very soon.
Yes, the walk we're not talking about is very soon.
Oh, no, my walk, we could talk about my walk, but I have some surprises in there that's why I'm sorry that I'm not sharing, but I have surprises that people will see. My walk is going to be on the 8th of August on my year anniversary, but what's it called? Now I lost my train of thought. What the hell was I going to say? But anyways, but I just want to know how I would upload these videos, or how I would make these videos.
Okay, so I can look into Android. What I can tell you on iPhones or on iPads, I think it's called iMovie, and they really kind of just talk you through it. You know, like once you. But I can work on Android with you. But with iPhone or iPad or like the MacBook Air, the tools that they have are pretty amazing. You can come up with something pretty. I created it in PowerPoint, and then Tori, I'm sure I probably could have recorded it, but Tori was actually able to record it for me. I couldn't record it myself because I'm technologically challenged. But again, this is the one we created on PowerPoint.
Okay. Oh, that's a good picture.
So that's basically it. So, but that's that again was in PowerPoint. So if
Okay.
anyone has any questions on how to put that together, you can just let me know. And ask somebody who's like 15, because they're gonna know like 1,000 ways of how to do this that I don't, because I'm too old, because my nieces are like 10 and 12 and they put together videos all the time. So I think there's a lot more ways than I'm able to express. And but I'm always eager to learn how to do this. So Mari, I will definitely look into Androids and figuring out how to take a look at that, how to put one together.
Okay, thank you, hon. And then Yamadi and I'll try to fiddle through it too.
Okay, yeah, your daughter's probably a genius at it,
Yeah, we'll try to see it. Okay, thanks, hon.
Sure. All right, so that's kind of the general. Does everyone have a better idea of what virtual walks are now, or does anyone have any other questions or ideas?
Yeah, it's basically sharing a moment, whether it's through pictures or video, have the savvy for that, and submitting it because make people aware. Just like sending mail, a letter to somebody because they're in another country or something, and including pictures, basically.
Yeah. Well, and like ideas like
the world now.
Yeah, like Elaine's idea of 3 miles for every $25 is a great idea. I never would have thought of that. Like, I think even though it's kind of there's so many options, I'm really curious as to what some folks are gonna come up with. Does anyone else have any good ideas?
Well, I can say what I'm doing. Some of it I'm having an actual walk. We're gonna be walking by the Chicago River, and so I'll have some people walking with me, social distance walking with me that day, but then I'll have some people on go-to meeting on the phone with me, and they'll be in certain parts wherever they'll be on their phone or on their computer on go-to meeting. So that's how I'm doing mine.
Okay.
But it'll be during my regular support group time will be on, our go-to meeting at that time. But I will actually be doing a walk. And I have a group of people that will be walking with me, and we'll do, it's going to be really nice.
So you're hosting sort of a socially distant, like also in celebration of your 1-year anniversary as a support group leader, right?
Yes.
Which is pretty awesome. It's nice that that falls together.
Yeah, I'm doing a mini what you guys do at over there.
Nice, nice.
Yes.
That's another neat idea. I don't know if anyone else has any other ideas.
Mary, this is not a new idea, but what I think is going to happen is as we go into the first few days, after August 1st, and people start posting their videos and pictures, that'll give other people ideas, and it'll take off from there.
I hope so, because I think even today there's, Mari has a really good idea. Elaine has a really good idea. I think people are really starting to put some energy. And again, the walks are so important, and I think you'll agree, Charles, because not only do they meet the Lupus Society, but they meet other people in their lupus community, and they start to build their own lupus network, because so many people with lupus don't talk about it. I worked at other nonprofit organizations that had walks, and they were very corporate, like they were hosted on a weekday, and you would go and get a bag of goodies like stress balls and pens and stuff. And nothing against those walks, but our walks are on weekends because that's when people can go. And I think the lupus community, just when they're around other people that they don't have to explain what lupus is, I think there's just a warmth and a heart to our walks that you'll miss if you have to wait a whole season, a whole year to get it. You know what I mean? Last year at the Western Suburbs Walk, we had like 5 new teams, and they all met us through the walk, So getting the information out, sharing it with your networks, sharing it with your communities, I think it's a really great way to get the word out about lupus and to let people know they're not alone, and that there's this really active community that's just waiting for them,
I agree.
Anyone else have any ideas or comments or? No?
Yes,
Okay.
this is Kay.
Hi, Kay.
Hi. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Okay.
Good evening.
I'm curious about what the team virtual party, what will that look like?
So for the $5,000,
No,
the 7,500.
there was a team virtual party. I forgot what level.
The September, the one
So
in September?
You
No,
mean the one
before.
the incentive prize, is that right?
Right.
So here we go. So we have 2. We have one 5,000. So the people instead of used to get a tent at $5,000, and so what we're going to do is we're going to pick a date that's works for all of the teams that hit $5,000, and we're going to have a virtual party. So it's going to be probably through GoToMeeting, although it could be Zoom. We're not 100% sure. And you would just get the room. We're not sure if we're going to have entertainment provided or anything like that. We're still kind of open to ideas, but at the bare minimum, we would have a special party with access only to the teams who raised 5,000 or more. So it's not just the team captains, it's the teams. And then if you raise the $7,500 or more, then it's just your team gets a virtual party. So people can call in, you can have up to 250 people call in from wherever. And we will have entertainment for that level. Does that make a little more sense?
Okay, I think so.
Okay,
So
I know it's kind of hard. I know it's kind of hard to imagine. I'm sorry, Kay, I didn't mean to cut you off.
That's okay. It's, so did you say that people, would be actually meeting some? Did you say that?
So no, it would be a virtual meeting. So it
Okay,
would be through technology, you know?
okay,
Yeah,
all right. Gotcha. Thanks.
sure. Any other questions or ideas? Okay, so Diane Moriarty called, or when she first logged on, she had questions about the website and the tools on the back end of the website. And that was actually, I was thinking we would host another one of these with that in mind specifically. Does that sound of interest to you guys? Would that be helpful?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, great. Then I will put that one together. Diane, if you have questions before then, just I'll talk you through it. And anybody, if anybody has questions, or Tori probably knows better than I do, but regardless, one of us will be able to help you with the tools. But then I'll put together another one of these, and we'll talk about that specifically. Does that sound good?
So Mary, what you mean by the tools on the walk website are the things that are available for us to help either, would it be, we're creating it on our own, but those tools will be things to help us post it to the site. Is that
So
what you mean?
what I mean by tools, I'm not sure. Let's see if I can. I think I'm going to, again, technical. Let's see here. Oh boy. There we go. So this is what we mean with the tools. So that, you know, like when you want to like embed your link, this is where
That happens.
you know, like you can do it in HTML. You can share the link. The link is actually now shared. So if I were to go to email and want to send something out to somebody, all I would have to do is hit paste, and then there it is, right? So people, that takes people directly to my team, pardon me, to my fundraising page. If you're want to promote on social media or send an email, you can do so here. I don't have these set up. I'm not great with this. I always just cut and paste into my email. And then you can, you know, figure it out. And then here's how you update your page. So like to edit your page, this is my niece.
That's a nice picture.
It is a nice picture. Everyone who sees that picture says, boy, she has curly hair. And you know what?
Yeah.
She does. So, but this is where you'd edit your page name or team affiliation, my story, your cover photo, that kind of thing. And then obviously this is the front end of my page, right? So
Okay.
this is what everyone sees. And then of course now I can't get back there.
Now, Mary, back up a little. On that register page where it said donate or register, that's where you would send, say, a friend, see right there, donate or register. That's where they would click on that on your page to register to be part of your team.
They can click, yes. I think actually though, and I have to personalize, this is my mom's the captain. And so, but I do believe, yeah, you can, if you register, if you click register there, let's see. So you got to do this.
Okay.
Got to do all this. We can talk about in the next one.
Yeah, I see.
And then down here, yeah, it does default to the team.
Okay.
You know what I mean? They click it through there. If they go just through the main page, then they would have to look you up here,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah,
Okay.
so it'd be better for me to create my team and then send them an email and include the link that would bring them to my team page. And then when they register, they're registering as part of my team. Is that correct?
Correct. That's correct. If they use that link, then yeah, it would be really hard not to register for your team. And then as a team captain, you'll also have team tools. I'm not a team captain, my mother is, so I'll have to switch that up for the training, but you kind of get the idea. But that's the sort of thing we can go through together. But the other thing you can do, people can put in your name here, you know, like if they want to find you, put in your name and search. That's why we suggest people don't change the individual name, just the team name. And then all the way down here, you have the leaderboards, right? And so people can also find you here. And here's the top individuals, and here's the top teams.
Oh, okay.
Okay, here's K Mims. He's doing awesome again. And then you could actually, I think, just keep, oh, here's Elaine. Boy, that's a lot of walking, Elaine.
Yeah, I'm gonna be tired.
Yes, you are. You're going to need to recuperate in September. And so you can just keep clicking until you find the person that you're looking for. But obviously, it's easier if they have the link.
Okay.
All right. Any other questions about anything at all, really?
Mary, I lost you for a minute with my phone, but I have a question. What
Sure.
is this, the last thing in September?
The last activity in September?
What is that?
So September 5th, we're going to have like a wrap-up party, and we're going to stream it live. We're going to announce the winners of all the contests and the activities, and you know, we might have a few sponsor remarks. DJ Rick is going to be the DJ for that activity, for the 5th wrap-up party. And it's obviously got to be social distance, so there'll only be maybe like 5 of us there. But that's going to be like the big grand finale of our month of activities.
Okay.
Okay, okay.
Okay, so I'm sure we're going to show like the winning videos, and we'll share some fun stories. We'll check in with Elaine and see how she's doing after all those miles.
She'll still be walking.
She'll still be walking.
Yeah, I should still be walking.
Yeah. So, so that's for the 5th. We have that to look forward to as well. Any other questions or thoughts? Okay, then I'm gonna plan on doing another. What, Mari?
I said thank you so much for doing this. It cleared up so much.
Oh, I'm so glad. I'm going to post this video. It'll go out in the emails tomorrow, and it'll go up on our YouTube page. And then I will discuss it with the team, but I think probably next Thursday would make the most sense for us to go through the tools. If you have questions before then call me or Tori, and we will we'll work with you on those. Otherwise, we'll talk on Thursday. Bring your questions. Be sure to email them over so that we'll be able to address everybody's. If you have that question, I'm sure 100 other people have that question. So don't be shy. And if there's no more questions or comments or thoughts tonight, then I will say good night and thank you so much for joining.
Thank you, Mary.
All right,
Thank you, Mary.
Thank you, Mary.
Thanks, everybody.
Let me the rest so we can go walk.
Yeah.
Okay. Good
Bye,
night.
everybody.
Thank you.
bye.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye.